Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you the Champs news. Not quite live at 3. We're getting things kicked off with our portal review of Smoke One from Austin's Theory. There's a lot of stuff going on today. We got an event breakdown for the weekend event. That's for the superstar. That's unforgettable. That I'm drawing Liv. That's for Liv. Also, we got new icons coming and boss battle on the very near horizon. So, all really exciting things. But first, let's take a look at Smoke One's roster. He's from Austin's Theory, League 19, 2 million roster talent, 256 superstars on his roster. He's been playing 756 days, so that's pretty nice for your days played, man. And 733 days consecutive, so it looks like a couple 3 weeks in, you became hooked and you haven't missed a day since. Top of the roster here looks really good. Win percentage is actually very similar to mine, 94.8. It's probably almost identical. And let me get this right, because he said he was talking about his win ratio, and he says he tries not to waste resources on required superstars if he doesn't have to. And I can relate. As you notice, a lot of times I do a video on a 4-star without a strap because I don't even want to equip a strap and use those strap parts. So I definitely can relate. 3,000 battles in the last 30 days, that's a good chunk. Great top 5 here. The Almighty. I mean, we see him almost every portal review, I feel like. He's that good. He's super useful, great showboat, great all around. Stips, feud, showdown, he can do it all. Miss Keebler, Stacy Keebler here, super good. Trickster, really underrated, can do good work for you, especially if you get a decent metal setup for her. We got Tech Steamboat, his countdown gems don't care, can rip you up. Other than maybe Tech Brock, probably the most consistent tech feuder in the game. Likely, I think, for males. I don't know. My opinion may not be accurate. Then we got Icon Flare. Super useful, super good. A lot of people's first choice for a gold female, was mine included. Stevie Ray, potentially the best finisher in the game. Kick out perks have maybe messed with it a little bit, but they affect him less than most. It's like a built-in better than Honky Tonk Man on that finisher. He hits that and people stay down. So super useful feuder there too. Plus he's Stevie Ray, which is really cool. And again, we're working low budget week this week, so I do have breaking news. Top of his roster as we're looking at it, live, well, not quite live, but in the last little bit, looks like you just got Sheamus, probably from those good shard deals. Can't blame you there. Sheamo's he's the best PG era guy and very useful. You got Acro Ford, Orton there, Sammy. You guys know I love Sammy and Dusty. Big proponent of these guys. Hollywood there, right on. And some Zombie Brian action. Texina, Carmella, Afa, Bailey. Still really underrated. She carried my female roster for so long. And we got Riddle, Zombie Cena, China, and King Booker. Really nice top of your roster, man. Like the choices you made, like what you're doing, and love the other guys you're working on. So really, really nicely done. Let's go back to the rest of the stats. We got 31 5 stars, 112 4 stars, 109 3 stars, and 2 5 stars. 56 showboats, more than any other class. Yet again, proving that showboat is the best class in the game. And as we're starting to see, the second best class in the game, strikers, 47 right there. Everything perfectly in order. 10 Hall of Famers. 23rd is his best feud rank in the last 365. 1,691 faction heals. 599 feud wins. And we got some top event finishes in women's flash feud, men's flash feud, another women's flash feud. Not surprising. You got some, you can tell you clearly work on your females, so that's not surprising. Those are some of your higher finishes. Zombie Alistair coin rebate and Powerhouse of Positivity flash feud. Flash feuds seem to agree with you. I know I like them more than regular feuds. Much easier for me to to feud a significant time sink in those. So again, really like the top of your roster. Appreciate having you on stream, and very happy to do this portal shout out for you. I actually see Austin's Theory a lot on the leaderboards. Don't know much about them, but I also am not a big faction person, so probably I'll talk to you about that as well, just because I don't know much about them, but I see them around the leaderboards often now. So let's see. Okay, there is a ton going on. New icons. This one's important. So let's read this. Icons of WrestleMania. All right, I'm not going to read the whole thing. Long and the short of it is, we got more icons. 6 brand new ones. All of them are going to be Superstar Trials. Faction Boss is returning. Can I get yes chance for Faction Boss? I'm sorry if you don't like it. I love it. The major game modes we have, Showdown and Feud, we've had forever. So anything to break up that normal weekend routine, I am 100% down for. And this is the one thing that has got me to play with new faction mates. I feud with my feud partner as much as I can, and I typically don't talk or communicate much other than, you know, to him. And this got me playing with my faction mates, which seems like the point of a faction to me. So I'm a huge fan of it. It was unique, it was fun, it was something different. I get if you didn't like it, most likely your faction didn't do a lot of it or didn't work together. So I could see why people might have had a different experience, but if you get some buddies in your faction working on this together, it's a surprising amount of fun. So I'm super excited about that. Countdown to WrestleMania event, free stuff and giveaways. What's wrong with that? So 6 new superstars for the icons. I know nothing about them other than what's in the blog. We are, and by we I mean the official content creators, will be doing reveals on the Twitch channel, the Champions channel, not our personal ones, on the Champion ones. And you get to try them throughout the week, all of them in trials, starting 3/28. Faction Boss returns. Yeet. 3/20 is when the week-long missions for qualifying start, and that stuff. And boss battle will be on 4/1. I am all in for that. All in for that. So that's super cool. If you hear anything in the background, that is just my wonderful partner, Mrs. Mherex, getting home from work. And things don't always have to be perfect, and there can be... Oh, she brought me ice cream. This is breaking news. So I've been like I'm a type 2 diabetic, and I've been doing so good on it. My blood sugars have been great, but basically I'm eating nothing fun at all, and so my blood sugars have been amazing. So I am going to go ham on this Choco Taco as soon as I'm done recording this. Anyway, not everything needs to be perfect all the time, and sometimes it adds flavor. So let me know in the comments what you think of the random run-ins that you occasionally will hear on my videos or streams. Whether it's the cats or the fam, this is important. So, all right. So icons, big deal. It's awesome. Let's take a look at the offers. Stampy stamps are here. We have new Stampy stamps. There are free Stampy stamps, which everyone should claim. Ooh, okay. This is the most rubies they've done for free, 100. I am actually pretty down with that. I liked 50. I really like 100. Not crazy about the $100 Stampy stamps, as it's expensive. 50,000 live points for the solo contest. So there's that. And then you get these Kings and Queens of the Ring chests. Those are potentially boom or bust. The potential for boom is big, but so is the potential for bust. And then the $20 Stampy stamps. 2 of them get you 20,000 live points. These points may be important to you. We'll talk about that in the event breakdown when we get there. And then we got the 2 of the bags here. So that's 50 shards, likely possibility to get live. So that's there. So Stampy stamps are there, some good stuff in there. Let's take a look at the special offers. There are special ones, so let's log me back in, because it logged me out. I'm sure it's for my own safety. Nobody be purchasing stuff for my account without me knowing. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Anyway, banner offer. This one's worth noting because you can double dip on the portal. 40 pulls, 100,000 live points, 50,000 live faction points, 2 basic bags, i.e. 50 shards, an emerald token, a partridge in a pear tree, and some other stuff. Some Hall of Fame tokens. No coin or TP in this one. However, there is that. And then, what's this other one? What do we got here? Ooh, I missed this $200 offer. 90 pulls, 1,000 TP, 20 million coin, and 100 live shards. No solo points for the solo event, so you'll want to factor that in depending on what you decide to go for. One of my charts will be missing this bag though. Just know that for the future. This one has 40 pulls, no event points, but coin and TP. Obviously they are super expensive. That goes without saying. $5 pack if you want to do 2 pulls. Not bad. Some bonus stuff. 2 pulls, $2.50 a pull. $20 pack gives you 8 pulls. So that's also like $2.50 a pull. 3 million coin. That's for the $5 pack. So a little bit better coin in the $20 pack. So that offers a little bit better as far as value, but you do have to spend more. $100 one here. Looks very similar to this one, just with less TP by a little bit and a few more tokens and no health packs. So you could kind of decide, flip a coin, but I think the banner offer is probably much more likely the better of them in my opinion, even if you don't get the coin. $30 pack, 10 pulls, $3 a pull, so not as good as those. And then these are very little bonus stuff, although there are guaranteed shards to the tune of 20 on the $100 purchase, but I would stay away from those. As usual, we see different offers on Sunday. Typically they're better, so you keep that in mind. I don't think any of these are timered, so you have plenty of time to see what happens. 2 days, 2 days, and 2 days. So the good ones are all 2 days, including the banner offer, so no rush. You can see what happens Sunday. They should still be there unless they pull them before the timer says. I am not responsible for subject to change. Daily claim, get your KO shards. They're free and glorious because KO has big boom. And then you have live points, 15,000 a day. Get those every day. That'll give you 45,000 plus your faction points, so you don't want to miss those. All right, spend event is different. It's very different. $10 milestone, a $25 milestone, a $42 milestone, 5,000 live points. Not a huge amount, but probably worth noting for people that are going to try and max. This is a $83 amount, and then 125 gives you 50,000 live solo points. Also worth noting, if you're chasing milestones, if you're not a spender, these aren't going to matter to you. $167 gives you 25 live shards. Boy, these are not cheap milestones. Then you have to go all the way to 333 to get a live premium bag. And it goes all the way up to 1,200. At the $500 mark, you get Rick Rude silver gear. These are all way out of my price range, so don't shoot the messenger. And at $1,200 spent, you get Rick Rude gold gear. There's no way for me. That's not the territory I live in, but there it is. So, you know, not Mherex approved, but I'm sure there will be plenty of people doing it. We should get a flash market over the weekend. Don't know what's going to be in there. If there's live shards in the milestones or live contest points, those could both be game changers for the event breakdown. So keep that in mind. Let's go over the game and look at said event breakdown. Yeah, and don't email me, because I won't answer. What's the button I click here? I think I click this one. There's the game. All right. So so first off, I don't know if this is accurate. Because last showdown we got 30,000 coins daily and a little bit more than 66,000 for the weekly. There has been nothing updating. Let me start over. There was nothing saying we were going to get that, so it was a surprise. But there's also been nothing saying we're not going to get that. But I don't think there has to be, based on what happened with it just coming as a shock. So maybe it's going to be 30,000. Maybe it's going to be 22,500. The difference on what you can get free is about 300,000 solo points. So do not shoot the messenger. This is a guess. This is a guess. It's not a perfect guess. It'll either be 3,700 if you have everyone free, or like 3,400. One or the other. If it stays at 30, it'll be the big one. If not, it'll be the smaller one. Okay. There's some spending mapped out. Total paid means this extra stuff, just the daily pulls, backstage pass, that kind of thing. And total paid in pulls, that's without the good offers that you're seeing. You'd have to do 160 pulls to max the event if you had everyone. You don't actually have to do that many. You can max it much less pulls, which we'll get into here in a minute. So there's your milestones. You can kind of see where you're going to end up. Let's also look at that in conjunction with the event milestones. So we go here and you can see, let's scroll to, so if you don't have everyone, the three rare ones, no Ford, no Baszler, no Sheamus, you're going to get either 3.27 million, which would get you this milestone, but just miss this one, or you're going to get 3 million ish, which will just miss this one. There are 125 shards in this milestone for live, and there is 150 in this one and 5 million. So you could potentially make those missing points up with the loot coins, backstage pass, some other offers that I will show you based on what we know now, and things like that. Now, if it is 30 points, or I'm sorry, if it is 30,000 and you do have everyone, you actually can get into this milestone for free, which it didn't say on the blog, so that's making me wonder if it is 22.5, and almost get to this one free with the 100 shard 7 million coin. So if that's the case and it's 30,000 and you have everyone, those daily loot pulls are very, very appealing, because you can get here for those extra live shards. Beyond that, the live shards stop at 4.3 million. So you can get here much cheaper at the moment than you can get to the 5 million mark and get those last 100 live shards if your driving factor is live shards. The final milestone does have the Steph plate, which is amazing and useful on so many multiply guys, and this is the King and Queen of the Ring chest, which has the possibility for one of these. I'm just missing Macho King, so it doesn't make a lot of sense for me, because I will probably get any other shard than that. I would love another Steph plate. I have like 4 or 5 people that would hugely benefit from it, but I cannot see myself going to this milestone, although this one is pretty attractive because I have all the superstars, so, but I don't know that I will. So now with that being said, shards that are currently available that we know of look like this. Let me make it a little bit bigger for you guys. So total free is somewhat misleading in that you can get a little bit more if it's the 30,000. You can get, what was it, 100 more or something like that? So there is that. If you get to the 4.3 million milestone, you can add 250. So that'll put you at 1,700 shards of 2,000. So only 300 away, which gets you pretty close. So that may be attractive for a lot of people. There's now, to break down the bottom part of it, don't know what's going to happen in Flash Market. The stamps on the portal, if you do 6 $20 stamps, you can get 2 basic bags, which will get you 50 shards. The spend event that was at 167 was 25 shards. $333 was 100 shards. And this $100 offer is the banner offer with the 2 basic bags for 50. So essentially, the banner offer moves you forward on the spend events, so you can potentially do stuff with that. But you can see it gets really expensive in a hurry. You end up 75 shards short. So you would need to hit her shards once or twice in your pulls. So there is that. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense. And now for the offers we do have, except I missed the $200 offer on the banner. I can show you the breakdown of how many points and their value. You can see cost per point. Live-in solo is actually the best, the $5 offer. Total points is worth 22,500. You can buy it twice. That's why you see it again on the bottom. So, and these are up all weekend, and I'll show you where the only one right now that's on the portal is the $99 banner offer. Okay, that's the only one currently that's on the portal. So 260 bucks gets you 1 million plus extra points. So you can see on Sunday where you're at, see where the offers are, and get as many points as you want accordingly. Feel free to screenshot that. Hopefully you find that useful. I know a lot of people really like Liv and have said they want to chase for her, so I'm trying to do a little bit more detailed breakdown on the whaling portion of the event to hopefully make that a little more friendly for people trying to spend big chunks of money. Okay, so don't forget in the milestones too, it does include the talent up portion. 25,000 modern era talent up, which is worth 500,000 points, so a decent chunk. Now, those offers that are only in the game, they have plenty of time left on them, so you don't need to rush. There's no reason to jump on the bandwagon instantly. This one at the $19 is the one that's on the list there. That's not on the portal. And this one at, not this one. This one here. This $5 one is actually the best value for points that we currently have. So those are the two that you would want to snag there. The other ones just give you pulls and no bonus points. This does give you faction ones, so if you need to do more in your faction, good pricing there, $250 a pull in the 10,000 faction points. So that's worth noting too. I did continue to get this step one. We'll see if that's a shame on me, but I have a feeling last feud of WrestleMania will be Flash feud, and that makes it so I can potentially chase if it's someone amazing, so better safe than sorry. And then don't forget your free claim here. Also, again, I want to reiterate, the timers on these are all for Sunday. Typically Sunday, you see a little bit better point offers as far as points with them, so keep that in mind. If you're in my Discord, I will update this chart with the cost per point on Sunday morning at noon when the offers change over. So keep that in mind. I can give you the updated thing if you're on my Discord. I doubt I will do a video on it, but I can give you an updated pricing if you're trying to be as efficient as you can. Plus, then you know how many points you actually need. Also, would highly recommend saving your talent up for Sunday, as there's usually a coin event. And then you also know how much talent up you need, and you can save resources. So I think that covers all of that jazz. Live tour today didn't seem too hard. It's pretty open. Hopefully the rest of them are like that. So there's that. I think those are the big things there. Let's take a look at the Live debut loot and see what I think about that. Actually, let's do the key pulls first. 15 of them. How about something exciting? It's alright, it's free. And now for we've had a run of really good debut loots, so let's see how this one looks. Featured at 1.21%. And we're getting 40 pulls on $100, so $2.50 a pull. Not premium, not as cheap as they are sometimes, but on the cheaper side for our game. We got Liv, we got Macho King, we got Ford, we got Almost, J-Mo, Rude, Baszler, not Baylor, Sheamus, Steph. Not a bad pool. Acro Macho still rare, but I wouldn't be excited compared to a lot of the other ones. If you're missing a lot of these, but do keep in mind it is a very large pool, but there's also a lot of Live in there. So the featured portion maybe isn't terrible. Mega rare is the 2 guaranteed ones, I believe. Yep, 2 guaranteed if you do a 40 pull. Mega Rare 6%. Let's get back there. POP Bliss, not crazy about X-Pac, he was just free. M, crazy about Snoop. Gargano, meh. And some shards. So this is the only spot where you get live shards. So you have to hit her shards in the Mega Rare, probably twice to get to those 75 extra. Keep in mind if you're chasing the shards, but also we don't know what's in there for offers. Not super crazy so far about the loot. 22% on the super rare. Let's see how this looks. There's some good stuff in here if you're missing it. There's also some really not good stuff. But it is 22%, so I'll give that one an okay. Rare, Brett's in there. So if you're missing Brett, Drew's good. But there's a lot of not necessarily super useful. NWO Ted useful. And then you go into the comments, 40%. And they're... Boy, my game is really laggy right now. They're pretty not crazy about them. Overall, I think this is slightly worse debut loot than we've had lately, to slightly worse to just plain old worse. So I'm not as crazy about this one, but if you want to get live, it is your only option. So there's that. But I am not as crazy about this one. It's not quite as good as the last few we've had. So there is that. I don't particularly love this one. But it is what it is. So I think that's about it, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hopefully the breakdown was helpful. Hopefully you understand it. Let me make these two bigger again. No, that's not going to work like that, is it? Let's turn this off. Nope. There. Whatever. There. There's your shards. Boom. There's your spending points here. Let's make this bigger. There you go. Okay. And this I can't make any bigger, so there it is. All right, guys, so let me know what you think in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, and share, as that helps me out. And remember, I'm not even kind of perfect, and you should never feel like you have to be. I tell myself that all the time because I constantly forget that. So don't sweat the small stuff, and thanks for watching, and good luck out there.